Okay, just to give you a warning and disclaimer, the next video is going to be a rant. It's not going to be anything much of value other than me expressing my frustration and anger, and especially today's generation, which is such a bloody headache. So if you want to watch a rant and a complaining video and me letting out my frustrations, watch the video. Others don't watch. So having said that, watch, but remember, all the names and identities have been kept confidential. Okay, having said that, watch the video, let me know your thoughts. If you're going to watch, it's me signing off. No, watch the video, not signing off. Okay, ciao. I want to share with you an incident that took place yesterday. Okay, now I have many of these WhatsApp groups. Okay, so there are many people who wish to join, and I'm kind of selective as to who I allow to join in my groups. Okay, and the majority of people, the majority who asks, are this younger generation. The ones who have a lot of time in their hands, who have internet, who love to be on WhatsApp and social media. They're very active. So the age groups are normally between 20 to 30. They are hyperactive. The ones who are above the age of 30 to 40 and slightly senior, I put them in a separate group. Okay, I don't want to mix both, because the quality of conversations, ideas is very different from someone who's in their 40s and above versus someone who's in their 20s. Okay, so in this group of where these 20s are there are some adults also who are there. I keep them as moderators. So we get a lot of people to join, youngsters. Now this generation which is there is a Google based generation. They search everything online and they have all the answers. You ask them anything, like just before I have this video, I was talking about one of the ministers of India. His name is Chidambaram. Chidambaram is a very highly educated guy. He studied in Harvard Business School, graduated with his master's in 1968. Highly educated. I mean, he's a genius brain. Well, depends which side of the politics you're on. If you're a BJP fan, you'll discredit him. But if you're a person who is neutral, there are things to admire. And anyone who has been to Harvard is not stupid. Okay, that much I can tell you. You need to have intelligence to get into Harvard. So, as I was sharing a video of this guy who was explaining about the 5 trillion economy of India, lo and behold, I got this young man. He's in his 20s. So he was sharing his thoughts as to why Chidambaram is wrong. Okay, why a guy who was the minister of India, who has graduated from Harvard Business School with a master's, this young man in his 20s, he is telling, I don't know if he's studying or he's working or whatever, small little thing he's doing, computers or whatever. So this 20-year-old who's working in a small junior role in a computer company or whatever, he is explaining why Chidambaram, why a guy who has a master's from Harvard, a guy who has run a country through his economic policies, why he's wrong. Wow. So, and his response was, he's wrong because he shared one other video. Oh, data can be manipulated, and fine. So I realized No matter what I tell, this young man will believe what he wants. So I just gave him a simple answer. I just told him, if the teacup is filled with old tea, pouring new tea is useless, because your brain is already full. No matter what I put, it's all going to come out. That's what I meant. Now, because I gave him the example of tea, that you pour tea and you can't put new knowledge, I meant it as a metaphor. He started saying that, yeah, it depends on the jar and it depends on the milk that you're putting, and you have to add brown sugar. And I was like, oh my goodness. I told him, okay, all the best, you're right, I'll go, I have to make this video. Now, I'll tell you why I'm sharing this. It's not to get back at this young man. The thing is, today's generation, they know everything. They just know everything because they have Google, they have YouTube, they have podcasts. However, they know everything, but they have not achieved anything. You see the difference? It's like I have this amazing library at home. Amazing. I have so much of information, Wikipedia, everything I have at home. But I'm working as a clerk, or I'm working as a, roadside, something small. I'm working as a waiter. So I have this great knowledge, okay, to share with the world, but I have not applied anything in my life. So theory-wise, I know everything. Now the question is, what use is this theory? Seriously, what use? Like, you can have the entire Wikipedia in your smartphone. Okay, you can save the entire Wikipedia, for example. You can save podcasts and MP3s. But what is the use of this? Everyone has it. And everyone can Google search and talk about it. But where have you applied it in your life that shows excellence? I mean, today's generation knows more than someone who has a PhD. Someone who has spent his whole life studying. They know more than psychologists, psychiatrists. And then they'll say, oh, Fauci lied. Fine, I'm not saying these human beings don't lie. When you're talking of the realm of politics, there is corruption. But if you're talking of knowledge, practical knowledge versus theoretical knowledge, it's like a scientist or a doctor who spends 20 years of his life researching medicine, and another person who sat with his smartphone, Google, and got more smarter than this doctor who spent 20, 30 years. What can you say? I mean, what can you tell this generation who knows everything? I mean, all of them know everything. If you talk to any, it's a total waste. An absolute, utter waste of time and energy. You'll realize it's like talking a few days ago. I spoke to this girl. She is absolutely convinced. She asked me for advice that she wants to marry this guy who she has met online. And she is convincing me why he's different and why it's true love. And funny thing is, she's very young. Huh? She has never had a boyfriend in her life. This is her first online relation. She has never met him. And she wants to marry him, run away from home. And that's why I told her, my dear, you're making a big mistake. She's like, no, you don't know. She's telling me, I don't know. Fine, I don't know her, I don't know him. But I know for a fact, through experience, what the fuck is going to happen. A guy you never met. You don't have any experience of the real world. You don't know who the fuck this guy is, although you claim he's different. You do not know anything about life. But no matter what I tell her, she will marry him. The same thing with guys. I got a few days ago, another young man who told me his parents are forcing him to marry. I said, don't. He said, Lloyd, but you don't understand. I said, what is there to understand? You just told me your parents are forcing you to marry. I said, don't marry because focus on your career. No, Lloyd, but see, when a guy is totally convinced what he wants to believe, I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, you're right. Just go ahead. In fact, the incident which I wanted to tell you, I've not yet started. And here's the funny thing. Okay, this is the incident that happened yesterday. This young man who is poor, he's not rich. He doesn't come from a rich family. Okay? He is not close to his mother, father. Upbringing has been bad. Now this guy is a bodybuilder. He's in his 20s. He's a bodybuilder. If you were to see his photograph of his bodybuilding, his physique, he looks like someone from Somalia, someone who is dying of malnutrition. Okay? The poor boy doesn't have the money or the funds to buy proper food and steroids and all this. He's a skinny, piddly little boy. He's so skinny that if you were to look at him, he flexes and shows his physique, you will seriously think that this is someone who is dying of malnutrition. He looks like a poster child for Somalia. Help Somalia Relief Fund. Help the dying. Help the sick. He's that skinny. Now, does he have knowledge of bodybuilding? Yes, he has theoretical knowledge. After all, a 20-year-old, what will he know that a 45-year-old who has been into bodybuilding, has gone through? What more will he know? So he will talk about SARMs and steroids, and he will talk as if he's a legendary, authority. It's like someone who talks about giving birth to a baby. A 18-year-old girl talks about giving birth and having a family and all that. 18-year-old girl. But she doesn't even have a boyfriend. It's like these young boys talking about, oh man, I'll make this girl climax and come and she'll go crazy about me and all that. 20-year-old boys staying with their mom and dad, they'll tell you all about fascinating, fantastic, porno stories. Okay. So this boy, he knows everything. Now, when he joined the group, he initially joined as a very humble guy, but a rebel who wanted to achieve success. And he was going around trying to be nice to people. It was obvious that it was not his true character. Then what he did is, the people he identified as rich or elder than him, he started calling them sir or uncle. In my case, he was calling me uncle. Okay? And he was telling everyone, Loy is like an uncle to me, he's elder to me. I have to give him the respect. More than sir, more than Loy sir, I'll call him Loy uncle. For me, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Loy uncle, Loy auntie, Loy. Because I don't have time for all this ass kissing and all that. So he tried, but I'm too busy with my own shit. He used to send me once a while advice and all that. Whenever free, I would just put one line or whatever. One fine day, this guy, he asks for a $200 loan. He sends me a private message that he wants money for a laptop or something. I think I mentioned this in the previous, and I'll tell you why I'm sharing this with you. And before I know it, he has even sent it to the group, which is a direct violation of the rules that I put. You cannot solicit money from anyone. You cannot ask anyone personal favor. You cannot send anyone personal messages. In my group, this is the rule. He violated all the rules, and I didn't like it. Okay? So then he was like, please give me now, I'll pay you after 2 weeks. And now we don't know you. We're not built a relationship. We don't know what the fuck are you using it for. Steroids or girls or... how the fuck do we know? You can say I'm doing it to help the poor. Fine. So I told him, since anyway you're going to get it after 2 weeks, why the fuck are you asking? Don't make a fool of yourself, Wait for 2 weeks, you're getting your pay, then buy. Why should we give you and have to follow up with you to get the money back? Now this guy's ego was so high, so big and so whatever. He immediately exited all the groups. For us, we don't give a fuck and I don't care. Anyway, he is a nobody, nothing to me. Fine. Now remember, until now, he calls everyone sir and uncle and respect and all that stuff. Now after he got removed, immediately I started to see him sending me I told the group, this guy is a total waste of space. He's a waste of space. His ego, he'll never succeed. You can't succeed trying to kiss ass and be fake and beg for money and, try to portray you're successful, but you're begging around for money, especially when you're going to get money. So I shared everyone my thoughts. Now, out of them, he has some loyal lovers of his who send him a screenshot, which I'm very aware. Some people may like him more than whatever. It's okay, fine. So they send him screenshots. So this guy had the gall to send me the screenshot of what I commented. And he had all the free time in the world to give me a long lecture which I never read. Something he put, oh, you need to behave yourself, you have to do this, do that, don't talk behind my back, have the guts to talk front, this, that, whatever, something he put. I don't have time to read all this, I delete it, fine. And the person who recommended him to be added in the group, I told him, see, listen, this is the kind of truth characters whom you recommended. I did it out of respect for you. So he said, apologies, Loy. He is a client of mine. Now that finished. Everything said and done. I forgot about it. This guy ends up creating some account or something and starts sending messages on YouTube, starts sending messages on Telegram, starts sending messages everywhere. He's literally trying to send me messages left, right, and center. And what is his message? What is his message this time? Remember, I told you, he said uncle before. Huh? Respect, like a family, like a father figure, uncle. He sent me a screenshot of my comments that I've put publicly and say, hey, bitch, something, don't try to act smart or something like that he put. Now just imagine someone who gave you respect calling you like a father figure or sir or uncle. You're like my father. You're like personal. From uncle, father figure, it has become, hey, bitch. See, for me, I know how to put you in place. Obviously, I don't want to say. It's pretty bad, violent. And I shared the screenshot with my groups and I told them, see, this is the kind of character. And I let them know what I thought of him. And I also shared with him the screenshots to let him know this is what I spoke about him. So nobody needs to send it to him. I'm sending it to you. And obviously I blocked him. And then he tried calling me. Now why am I sharing this? Is it to get back to him? Maybe. Okay, is it to get back to him? But the fact is, it's not to get back to him. The fact is, like even one lady who is a very senior lady, she was telling me about this guy. I do not know if he approached her also for money, but she told me today's generation, she is nearly in her 60s. She was telling me, Loy, this is the thing with today's generation. Their own mother, father, they will say, hey, motherfucking bitch. In fact, she sent me a video of how a young man was talking to his mother. It was really shocking, huh? I'll tell you that. The guy is angry with his mother, this young boy, and the mother is just standing there. She's not giving bad words, nothing. Maybe she refused something to buy or something. I do not know the backstory. So this boy is publicly abusing his mother. You motherfucking bitch, you fucking whore, you are this. I was like, wow. It was a private video, I guess. It's unlisted, so you cannot search for it. See, why am I sharing this? Why am I sharing this with you? You know, they say, this is, remember what I told you. I'm sharing this not to get back. It might look like I'm trying to get back. I've not given the person's name, nothing. What I'm trying to tell you through this video is, you can recognize what the person will become from a very small age. From a very small age, you can make out how the person will turn out to be, and most probably 99% it is true. Like for example, when I was young, the prediction that was given by people with wisdom, they told me, Loy, you will never be able to run a successful business. And they were right 100%. And what is the reason, Law? You're just too impulsive. And this is exactly why I don't run a business. I run a brand, my own brand. Because if I were to run a business, you'll need employees, you'll need a structure, you'll need staff, you'll need a production team, you'll need office supplies, you need customers, you need clients, you need vendors. There are so many factors involved, and I don't think I have the patience or the personality or the ability to handle all this. That's why I only my personal brand. That's it. What they said was right. I didn't like it when I was young. I didn't like it. Many others said, some others said, no, you'll make tremendous amount of mistakes. You'll never be able to study. And all those predictions were right. I didn't like them. I didn't like them because my ego didn't permit me to like it. But today, when I look back, I realize, fuck, they were right. Even people I didn't like, even my own mother, stepfather, they predicted a couple of things. 100% they were right. 100%. Okay, I'm pretty sure you'd want to know what. They said my relationships will not be stable until 40, 100% right. They said I'll always take unwanted risk and I'll fail and have a big ego. 100% right. See, just because you do not like someone doesn't mean everything that they say is wrong. Sometimes the thing that we don't like to hear the most, or what we disagree, is maybe the harsh reality. Today's generation, the problem that they are facing is they know everything. They think that they know everything. They have access to all the information in the world. That is exactly why I have always told people, knowledge is not power. Having your, all the information in the world on your fingertips doesn't mean jack shit if you're not able to implement and show consistent results. Talking about business, but you don't have a business. Talking about getting an amazing physique, but you have not done it. Talking of being a fighter. I know what you'll say. Loy, India's cricket coach doesn't have any, he is not a world-class batsman. Okay. So what are you trying to say? So every Tom, Dick and Harry can be a great coach? No. But does that mean that a world-class player cannot be a good coach? See, there are a lot of factors that come, not only being an expert at the craft. Managing people is also a skill and talent. Maybe the guy is a fantastic player, but he's bad at handling people. Like, for example, me, in terms of personal branding, I'm exceptionally good at coaching people and implementing. But if you try to put me in an organization and I'm training people for personal branding, even though that is what I do, I'll not work well there because I can't stand politics, I can't stand noise, I can't stand people. There are so many variables. See, people cherry pick these examples. Oh, India's coach. Oh, cricketing coach. Oh, you have to literally craft years and years of education and experience to be the best at what you are. Look, let me put it to you this way. If you don't want to be convinced about something, nobody can convince you. Speak to a Muslim that Islam is not true. No matter what you tell him, will he get convinced? Speak to a Hindu and tell him Hinduism is a myth. No matter what you present him, he will deny it. Speak to a Christian. Now, all the religions, are they true? Then all the religions are not the same, right? So they all can't be true, right? Now, political parties, BJP versus Congress, or Republicans versus Democrats, give them any amount of news and evidence, they'll just believe what they want to believe. So the bottom line is this. The problem with today's generation is not that they can't Google but they can't, they will not amount to anything. You'll just be a PhD on WhatsApp. You'll be an industry expert on Facebook groups or chatting. You'll be world renowned in your little piddly group of friends. But beyond that, you're a nothing and nobody. That's why I tell people who comment, because anyone can get a cheap smartphone, anyone can get a cheap internet or free Wi-Fi. Log in and put your views. Oh, what the fuck you talking? Ha ha ha. Anyone can do that, right? But in the real world, try doing that. See, with regards to this young man, if he was so smart and so intelligent, maybe his company, CEO, MD, director, manager would be taking his advice. Who takes him seriously? I don't think anyone does. In fact, even in his own family, maybe his mother, father will listen. Oh, okay, fine, okay. That boy, that bodybuilder chap, who takes him? Maybe someone who trains in his gym. But globally, is he known? Is he known in his state? Is he known in his city? Is he known in the country? Is he known globally? Just having a Somalia type physique, malnutrition case, I'm a bodybuilder, and then not having the character. See, through this video, I'll just tell you a couple of pointers. Number one is, you can 100% you can predict what the person is going to be based on their personality, their actions. That is why whomsoever I analyze, my predictions or my analysis is 100% correct. That is why people pay me top dollar. They pay me their hard-earned money. Not because they are dumb and I'm smarter than them. No. The people who pay me money are, most of them are smarter than me, more successful than me, and good at what they do. But I am very good at what I do. I can definitely say I'm the best at what I do. Are there people better than me? 100%, of course. Search for them and pay them much more money. But now here's the thing. Am I biased? Possibly. Can I be wrong? Who cannot? 100%. There are many times I've been wrong. However, through experience, through life, you become better. Today at 45, I am much better than what I was when I was 40, much better than what I was when I was 35, much better than 30. So, if whatever age you are, keep this in mind. As you grow older, you will get better. But you will not be able to see your own flaws and characteristics. For this, you will need somebody who's not emotionally attached to you, who has the wisdom of age and experience. And that is the unfortunate thing with today's generation. They just know everything. They just are busy in these groups. They are smart. But in real life, in their workplace, in their family, among known people, not in the internet, not on the smartphone, real world, they are zero. And this will be the tragedy. And for this young man who had this conversation with me in the group, he's a nice guy, so I'll not give my prediction and analysis about him, but because I don't think it's right. He's a well-intentioned, he's a nice guy. If he does speak to me privately, I will choose whether I should tell him or not. But for this other guy who was kissing my ass and trying to squeeze out money, my prediction about him, and this is the part where I get back at him. One is, you lack character. You're two-faced. A two-faced person can never succeed. This is number one. Second one, the person who you call your own father or father figure, or you say you're like my uncle, my father figure, and then you're able to abuse that person. Tomorrow you'll call someone, you're like my sister, and you'll rape that girl. You might say you're my mother, and you might try to do something. In fact, I'm even afraid if he gets his own daughter or son, because he has this personality disorder which is very, very dangerous. Number 3, his biggest downfall will be his ego. When you have such an ego that wants to believe that you're right, wants to fight with the whole world, you cannot fight the whole world. You cannot fight the system. You cannot reinvent the wheel. And remember, knowing bodybuilding is nothing great. Having a physique is nothing great. Commercializing on that is the tough part. See, I told you, he's a skinny little piddly fuck. Would you go to a person like him, or would you go to a, let's say, athletic champion or someone with education? He doesn't have any education also. Would you go for someone who has years and years of education, track and field coach? Or if you want to go bodybuilding, would you go to someone who is like 30, 40 years old, really buffed and with 22-inch arms? Or would you go for this guy who has like 12-inch arms? Come on, man. We live in a day and age where we compare and contrast. We want the best bang for our buck, right? Who would pay money to a small little piddly kid? Maybe if you don't have options, you'll go for a piddly kid. But otherwise, or to encourage. Otherwise, you'll go for a professional. And one last thing. If you go around making enemies and making a fool out of yourself, and you're a social outcast, how can you succeed? For me, I had the same problem. I didn't know how to, manage myself in groups. I was not comfortable with crowds. But eventually, over a period of 25 years, today I've gained the mastery. But it took me 25 years. So if you're prepared to wait and change and evolve with all the mistakes, heartaches, accidents, problems, then yeah. But if you're expecting suddenly things to change, being a school dropout, being no education, no certification, no money, no job, no nothing, you're just fooling yourself, man. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say. This is more like a bloody rant video of mine. But I thought I would share this with you. And now do you understand why I don't interact with youngsters and time wasters? And you pay me money, I talk to you. Don't pay me money. Thank you very much. Don't want to burn off all my energy. I have important things to do. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is me bitching about and complaining. Anyway, take care. Put your comments and thoughts below. And that bitch, try again. Keep trying with different accounts. Try your best. Focus all your attention on me. Focus. It's good. For me, at least, I am getting views through you. What are you getting? See, this is me being an asshole. Anyway, guys, you guys take care. Put your comments and thoughts down below. It's me signing off. Chal, bye.